Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So today we're in Glen Etive and we're going to be climbing my 141st, so halfway there, and 142nd munros. Got some midgies in the van with us, but we've also got some other friends. So we've got Alan the window cleaner, and then we've got Jackie and some of her friends, and then Dad's over there. And this is where we're going. So you've got Ben Starav on the right, and then I don't know whether it's a Munro top or just a top, but it's called Meal Tri-Trarian. And then you've got Glas Bheinn Mhor on the right. But that is where we're going, and it looks mental. And I can't believe after this, I'll have done half of the munros. Alright guys, so we're currently walking along the glen now, and this is up to where we're going. Up Ben Starav right there, and it looks huge. And it is huge, because this is like 1,000 metres below it. Because start from sea level here. Then we've got the cars over there. And I believe that could be Skernahuli over this direction, because I know that you can do Skernahuli from Glen Etive. But yeah, we're currently walking along the track, and soon we'll be turning off it, and it will get a lot steeper. We've made it to this junction here, so this way you can go for Stobkor and Albanich, or I've seen it pronounced as Albanopony, one of that, something like that. But we're going over this bridge here, and then we're going to be following this track up here until we're turning to head straight up the side of Ben Starav. We think, unless we decide to go to the Bilac, but we'll see. Probably up Ben Starav. And then up ahead, directly in front of us, we've got the big pyramid, which is Glas Bheinn Mhor, and it looks incredible. Over here, we've got the River Etive, and then you've got more into Glen Etive, with the Buchels actually over here. We're at the sign here for Ben Starav, so we're going to be following this path up here. Alright guys, we've made it to this waterfall here, and it's beautiful. It's got like a slight green tint. It's gorgeous. And it's flowing down, I think, into the River Etive down in the valley below. And it looks amazing. It's beautiful here. Alright guys, so we're starting the ascent up Ben Starav, way up here. And it's mental steep. It's going to be mental steep, I think. But we've came down this path here, and it's pretty gradual. It's been good going and a very good path. But now we're going to start to head up the steeper sides of the hill up there. And you've still got Glas Bheinn Mhor towering above us there. Alright guys, so we've made it to this wee cairn just there, and this shows us where to go. So up here, where Jackie is, we've got up to Ben Starav, way over there. And then over this way, we've got the path back down into Glen Etive. And this path here takes us towards the Bilac. Over there, we've got into Glen Etive, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I think over there, that's one of the Buchels, and the other Buchel could potentially be in the clouds with it. Alright guys, so we're at 420 metres here, and we can see down to Glen Etive, and it looks beautiful down there. We can also see the track that we walked in on. In front of us, we've got where we're going, with Jackie and Colleen up ahead. Okay guys, so we're at about 500 metres here, and look down into Glen Etive. We've came up quite a bit now, and the path's been pretty good. It's been mostly like this, but a bit drier underfoot. And over here we've got the Buchels, right in the centre, which look amazing. And then behind us around here, we've got up to where we're going on Ben Starav, and it looks mental. We've made it to this point here, and we can see the valley where we walked up to the Bilac for Ben and Aignan for, and it looks amazing. Over here, we've got Glas Bheinn Mhor, and look up at Ben Starav. It looks absolutely mental from here. And this is the way that we're heading up. We've made it to 690 metres here, and we're starting to see over the Bilac and Lochin Gamer, something like that. But you can see Ben and Agni, or Ben and Aignan as it's actually called, in the back. And over here you've got Glas Bheinn Mhor and Stobkor and Albanich into Glen Etive and towards Glencoe over this direction. And then I think this is over to Appin. So Skernahuli, Ben Finlay and Ben Squillard will be over here. So we've got about 300 to 400 metres to go until we get up to the summit, and I'm really excited. I can't believe I'm going to be like halfway around. Alright guys, so we've made it onto the ridgeline here, and look at that. Look at where we're going. We're going along there and up to Ben Starav. Then we're going down, following that there. And that is a Munro top called Stobkor Gerag, I think. Then you've got along down to the Bilac. We've got Ben and Aignan in the back, but we thankfully will not be going there today. Then we've got Meal Tri-Trarian, Munro top. Then Glas Bheinn Mhor, down to that Bilac. And then we'll be coming out that way maybe. But over here is Stobkor and Albanich. And then we've got more into Glencoe, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I can see the back of Stob Gerag, which is the white pointy one over there. and this is the rest around us. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's such an amazing walk. Look at that. That absolute thing is going to be my halfway Munro. That's absolutely insane. Alright guys, so we've just made it up to the start of the boulder field. This is it up here where we're going. And up there is Ben Starav. And here we've got a big drop down. Then you've got Stobcory and Albanophony and Glas Bheinn Mhor over here, towards Bridge of Orchy, I think. And then around to Alan and Dad. Behind them you've got into Glencoe. And you can actually see Bidi Nambian in the centre there looking amazing. This is towards Glen Etive, and you can see Loch Etive down there as well, and it looks beautiful. It is beautiful. Jackie's just told us that there's a path through here, so I think it may be easier than it looks, hopefully. We'll find that out. Guys, we're nearly there. I think that might just be it over there. Then we've got the ridge that we're going to be going down on soon. Views around us are insane, and this bit through the rocks has been really fun. It's not been as bad as it looks, but it's been great.
And here comes Lily with her dad Andrew, reaching the summit of Ben Starav for number 141. The halfway point.
That's a proper hill, that. It is indeed.
Woo!
Well done, Lily.
Congratulations! Yay!
Guys, I'm at the summit of my 141st Munro, Ben Starav, which means I'm halfway there. This is us at the top. Jackie's brought Christmas biscuits, and she's also brought me a chocolate. Also, just to clarify, I call Tunnock's tea cakes Christmas biscuits. Not gonna lie, I feel a bit emotional being up here. I can't believe that I'm halfway around all of the Munros.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, listen on a friend.
And it's been amazing to have so many people to come and join me as well. The views around us are insane. So over here we've got the Trillican slabs, Tulican or Trillican, one of the two. And then we've got towards the north over here, and then into Glencoe with the big Bidian, and also over towards the Buchels. And then over this way, oh, I just swallowed a midgie, sorry. We've got Glas Bheinn Mhor and Stobcore and Albanochny. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then Stobgower over here. Loch Tulla, and then towards the Bridge of Orchy Range. And then over here, we've got the route that we're going to be going down. So we're going down this ridge here, and then down towards the Bielak. And I can actually see a bit of Ben and Aignan over there. Over this way is towards Ben Cruachan and the Cruachan Hills, and they look amazing. And behind Alan, we can see Loch Etive and also the sea. I could genuinely cry, I'm not even kidding. I have cried and I probably will cry again. I feel so emotional. For me, munros has always been like a little side hobby that I've done. Like, I can't believe that I've actually like came to something with it, and like I'm making progress, and like people have came to join me on it, and I just feel really emotional about that. But anyways, I'm just going to enjoy the view around here, probably cry a little bit, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
I don't know if most of you remember that on Lily's 100th Munro, she wore a dress. So I've just made a deal with her now. If we get to 200 Munros, I'm going to wear a dress.
Soon we're going to drop down to walk along this arete, and then this is a Munro top called Stobcore Gerag. And then over here, we've got the Bielak down there. And Glas Bheinn Mhor, second Munro, over there. And this is Ben and Aignan over here. And it looks like a monster. Alright guys, so we've made it onto the ridge here, and this is Jackie and Colleen just going across it now. And here we've got the Munro itself, where we've been, and we can see the way we went up, and it looks mental, not gonna lie. And then we've got Stobcore Gerag, and we've got towards Glas Bheinn Mhor, and Ben and Aignan over there, which looks mental actually. Alright guys, so you can see Dad and Alan coming along the ridge here, and it's really fun, it's really good, but also it's great because you can bypass it. We've all went over the top of it, and it was quite scary in places, but like really fun, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm kind of proud of myself for doing it, because that was actually, there's some good drops down either side, so it's a bit scary. This is down this side, and this is down the other side. But here Dad comes. Very grateful to him for holding my poles as well. Yeah. The views are beautiful here, it looks amazing, and there's a bit more rocky bit hopefully further on up here. Okay guys, so we're on the summit of a Munro top called Stobcore Gerag, and this over here is the ridge that we came across. Look at that. You can see that even better from here, look at that, that is mental. And it's quite steep drops on either side, but it was good fun, not gonna lie. Then around us here we've still got insane views. And soon we're just about to start descending down to the Bielak and Lochen Gamerich. We've made it to the Bielak here. This is the cairn, and we've actually been here before. So this is a four-way junction. So you've got here, which takes you down into Glen Etive, which we could be returning by, but we're not 100% sure. Then we've got up here, which will take us on to Glas Bheinn Mhor. Here, which will take us to Ben and Aignan. And here, where we've came from, up to Ben Starav. It looks incredible from up there, and it was incredible. This has been such a good walk, and I think it may be one of my favourite days yet. So for here, it's meant to be a pretty decent path, but we go up to the lump, I think it's a lump, I don't know what it is, but it's called Míolnan Tri Tregarian, and then you drop down a little bit, and then you go back up to Glas Bheinn Mhor. And the big hill in the background is Stobcore and Albanochny. Alright guys, we're nearly at the top of Míolnan Tri Tregarian, and it's just up there. And behind us there is Glas Bheinn Mhor. But look at Ben and Aignan, that's an absolute beast. You can see the low Bielak that you descend down to. And behind us here is Ben Starav, and that isn't even the top of it. It looks insane. Alright guys, so we're in the Bielak between Míolnan Tri Tregarian, something like that, and up here is Glas Bheinn Mhor. It's been so nice. And this path is amazing, it's such a good path. There's a bit of like go down, and we're at about 810 metres-ish up here. So we've got about 180-ish to go to get to the top. The views have been great today though, and there's quite a lot of ascent. Because the thing with this walk is you start from Glen Etive way down there, which is at sea level. So it's like these munros are like, you do them if that makes sense. And look at Ben and Agony, it looks so impressive. Alright guys, we can see the top over there, the hilltop, and then behind us is Ben Starav, and it looks absolutely mental. And over here, we've got Ben and Aignan, and it also looks insane. And this is up ahead to where we're going. Don't think it's too far now to the summit, hopefully. although the path has still been great. Anyways, I'll get you at the top. Okay guys, so we're at the summit of my 142nd Munro, Glas Bheinn Mhor, and wait till you see the views. We've got insane views, and I'm going to try and point them out to you. So, over here we've got Stobkor and Albinopney, and then the rounded lump is Milnan Un, followed by Stobgabber behind it. And then over here we've got Loch Tulla, followed by Ben Creakin, Ben Aclader, Ben Andothid, Ben Dorain, and then behind us is Inticree and Larrick. So you've got Ben Mhor, Stob Binion, Kirk Ardrin, Ben Tulkin will be behind there, Ankesteele and Ben Acroin, and then Ben Shabir will be behind there as well. And then over here we've got into Tindrum. So you've got Ben Louis, Ben Aclave, Ben Oss, and Ben Ducraig. And then this absolute monster there is Ben and Agan and Ben and Agony. And then behind that you've got Ben Cruikin, which looks amazing. Then Ben Starav. And then over this direction, you've got into Glencoe, and I think that's Ben Finlay. And then you've got Skur Donnell and Skur Jarrag on the Schoolhouse Ridge. And then over here, you've got Bidian, looks massive over there, and then Stobcory Screamac, Ben Nevis, and CMD. Then the Mamors range also looks amazing, and you can see the Buchel very well over there. It's so cool. The views from here are amazing, and I can't believe I'm like counting down now. It's mental. Like, look at these views. Insane. 10 out of 10. We're just descending down now from the top of Glas Bheinn Mhor, and we're going to be heading down here into this Bilac, and that's Stobkor and Albinopney up there, and then but we're descending down here. And Stobgabber looks amazing from here, and so does Ben and Aignan. Look at that. Okay guys, so we've made it into the Bilac between Stobkor and Albinopney, and up here is Glas Bheinn Mhor, which is where we just came from, and it looks amazing. It looks quite intimidating from here actually. This has been the way we've descended down, and it doesn't look very easy, but there is actually a pretty good path going through the rocks. And we're going to continue down here onto this path, and I've heard very mixed things. Some people say it's not too bad, and other people say it's a nightmare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to believe that it's a nightmare, but I'm going to hope that it's not that bad. Alright guys, so we've came down quite a lot now, and up here is the Bilac, although you can't quite see it. And then we've got Glas Bheinn Mhor, Neilnan Tri Tyrian, and then over to Ben Starav, and we've done like this entire skyline, like way down there, Ben Starav, and it looks insane. Look at that, that's so intimidating. This path going down's not been too bad, but we're going to plan on trying to cross the river over there, and then we'll end up on the better path over on this side of the glen. Okay guys, so we've came down quite a lot now, and we've got insane views of Ben Starav up there, and the way that we went up, like straight up the side there, And then we've got the view of Meal Tritrarian, something. And then you've got Glas Bheinn Mhor. And you can't quite see the Bielak that we came down. But this is the direction that we're heading in, and we can see the cars from here. So hopefully this bit of the descent won't be too bad. We're at this really cool memorial bit here, and we can also see the river there, and it looks amazing. It's so pretty. And there's the path across the river, which is what we've been on in the morning. But we're on this path here now, and it isn't as good as the path in the morning, but it's not too bad. We wanted to see if we could cross the river, but we couldn't end up crossing it. It's too high. Well, guys, we made it down, and we came down this path here, which points to Stobcory and Albinopony. Just quickly to clarify, the only reason I'm calling it Albinopony, although it doesn't look like that, is because I saw it in another YouTube video. I don't know if it's pronounced like that or not, but it's fun to say it, so I'm going to keep saying it. Yeah, so that path there is the one we came down, and you can't actually see it. It's so overgrown. But further up, once you get a bit past the trees, it is quite a lot better, and it isn't that bad. We've got amazing views of Glas Bheinn Mhor, Mealnan Tritrarian, and then up here is the way we went up Ben Starav, which looks absolutely mental. And just around here we've got the cars and the wee buckle over there. But we've got about 1 kilometre left onto this track now, so I'll see you in a wee bit. Alright guys, we've just made it to the car. Here we are. Oh, I'm a bit broken now, but look at where we've been. Look at today's objectives. Where my pinky's just gone, right across the skyline, that is where we've been today, and it looks insane. I'm a bit broken now though, but this view's incredible, and this is from the roadside, it's mental. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I also can't believe I'm halfway around the Munros, like what do you mean?